Welcome to our science session. So let us continue our session with the first chapter, that is matter in our surroundings. So children, I hope you remember that in the last session we discussed about the solid state, that is properties of the solid state and liquid state. So in this session we will study about the gaseous state. So let us know about the properties of the gaseous state. Have you ever observed, children, the balloon seller filling the balloon with a very small cylinder? You inquired him that which gas he is filling in the balloon and how much balloons he can fill with that cylinder? I hope you will search answer for this. So let us study the properties of the gaseous state. Before this, let us perform an activity to know the properties of the gaseous state. So children, here I have taken a syringe of 5 ml. So this is called as the piston. So I have removed the piston here and I am filling a salt in the piston. So you can observe here, children, now I am adding this piston into the, here and with a rubber rod, and here this is the weight, so I can press it with the weight. So you can see here, can you compress this? So as you know, children, salt is a solid. So even though if you compress it, it will not come outside because solids have negligible compressibility. So you can see here, even though I am compressing here, the volume is not reduced here. So this shows that solids have negligible compressibility. So next, I am removing this salt by opening this piston. I am filling this with the water. So you can see here, I have filled this syringe with the water. Now again I am going to compress the liquid. So you can see here, the water is not coming outside even though I am compressing it. See here, you can see here I am putting the weight, but still the water is not coming outside. So this shows that liquids also have less compressibility. So now I am taking the empty syringe. So you can see here, there is nothing. This is an empty syringe. So it contains air in this. Okay. So now when I compress it, you can see here it is easily compressed. Okay. So you can see here the air can be easily compressed. So this shows that gases have high compressibility. Okay. I hope you understood this activity, children. So what are the properties of gases? Gases, they don't have fixed shape, no fixed shape, no fixed volume, because the particles of the gases are very loosely arranged. So there is no particular volume for the gas, and it is highly compressible. So these are the properties of the gases. They don't have any fixed shape. Like liquids, gases also will take the shape of that container. So whenever you blow the balloon, whatever the shape of the balloon it is, it will take the shape of that balloon, and it does not have any fixed volume. So the gas can be compressed very much, and the particles of the gases are very loosely arranged. So there is no fixed volume in the gases, and it is highly compressible. This I have shown with the activity. So these are the properties of the gases. So gases, as you know, they are highly compressible. The best example is the LPG gas you are using in the house. So that in the LPG gases, the propane and butane gas that is present in the cylinder, it can be compressed very little and it can be used for the cooking. Even the oxygen cylinder you are using in the hospitals, that is also nothing but the compressed gas. And there is another compressed natural gas that is called as CNG. So LPG is liquefied petroleum gas, and CNG is compressed natural gas. So in this CNG also, that is compressed natural gas, the gas, this is used usually in the vehicles. So large volume of the gas is compressed in this small cylinder which can be transported easily. So these are the two examples for the high compressibility of the gases. And even when your mother is cooking in the home, so the delicious food, you can smell the delicious food even when you are far away from that kitchen. Okay, so you have noticed it. Why this is? Because the aroma of the food particles, it will mix with the air particles that is surrounding. So we can easily smell the cooking of the food. So even when you are far away from the kitchen, you can say which food your mother is preparing. So this is because the particles of the gases, they are very loosely arranged and they move at a random speed and they have more kinetic energy. So they move with the very high speed compared to that of the solids and liquids. So if you compare the rate of diffusion of solids and liquids with the gases, so you can find that the rate of diffusion of the gases is more compared to that of solids and liquids. This is because the particles inside the gases, they are very loosely arranged and they have a high speed compared to the particles of solid and liquid. Due to its high speed and random movement of the gas particles, the force exerted by the gas particles on the walls of the container. So if you take this as a container, the gaseous particles present here, the force exerted by the gaseous particles on the walls of the container is with the very high speed because the particles are moving here randomly because they are loosely arranged. You can observe the particles inside the gases, they are loosely arranged. So the force exerted by the particles per unit area of the container. So that is nothing but the force exerted by the gas. That is the pressure of the gas exerted on the walls of the container. So these are all the properties of the gases. If you take the rate of diffusion of the gases, the rate of diffusion of gases, the rate of diffusion of gas is higher than solids and liquid. So these are the properties of the gaseous state. Gaseous state does not have any fixed shape, they don't have any fixed volume, and they are highly compressible, that we have seen in the activity, and the rate of diffusion of gas is very higher compared to that of solid and liquid because the particles inside the gases are loosely arranged compared to both the state, that is solid and liquid state. So I hope children you understood the properties of the gaseous state. Next session we will study how the matter changes from one state to another, that is from solid state to liquid and from liquid state to gaseous state and then back to solid state. So how the changes occurs in the different matter we will study in the next session. Thank you.